Hello everybody, my name is Marlo and welcome back to TekTopia, where today we are finally going to be getting some protection in the village. We're going to be making some barracks, getting some guards, and making our ravine a little bit safer, because right now it's not quite that. So yeah, we're going to be doing that today as the main thing, but before, I would like to actually get a teacher in the school that we built last episode, because we finished off the school and the library, but we didn't have enough room in the village to actually spawn in any children or hire any more nomads. So first thing to do before we can actually get a teacher is to build them a home. As you saw, I had a little bit of a necromancer attack during the building of this house, which wasn't too bad. He's only at the first level of green at the moment, so really not a problem to deal with, but at some point I'm sure he'll get to a level which is not so easy to handle. So very glad we're getting the barracks done today. We really do need those guards. But as you saw in various little snippets, I've got the house all done. This one is actually the biggest one yet. It's a 6-person. There is enough floor spaces, don't worry. I triple checked, well, double checked. I'm not that bothered. Not bothered enough to triple check it, but yeah, it's been through a double check. There are 72 unused spots on the floor here, so we are all good to fit the villagers in. So now we're gonna fly on down, well, exit out of our doorway and try and maneuver our way out through the fences over here and head into our town hall and yeah, buy the 6-person home from you over there. Sat down. Hello, mister. So how much is this one going to cost me? 24 emeralds. That's really not too bad at all. I mean, I have a stack as well as these 44, so we're not running out just yet, but there's the 6-person home, and I suppose while we're here, I may as well get the teacher profession too, which is only 9 emeralds. What a bargain. There we go, we can pop that one in there, and we should have some yellow beds ready to be claimed by some villagers. And now I'm just going to wait around a little bit for a nomad to show up so I can give them the teacher profession. Hey guys, I don't quite know why you're here in the middle of the night, but you are. I will greet you nonetheless. You're the only nomad by the looks of it, so hopefully you're not the best. The teacher is a very important profession. I could kind of deal with having them being a high level to begin with, but at the same time we do have the library, and the teacher often spends a lot of time in there and usually levels up pretty quick, so I think we're just going to make Farana here, Farana Fletcher, our teacher. So if she'll just hold still and actually oh wait, oh no, that's a miner who's very sad for some reason. Oof, need a tavern, we need everything, a chef, a kitchen, the whole shebang. Okay, please come back here, I don't want to misclick. Wolfram, get out the way. Merchant, there you go. You're not going anywhere, you're staying here. Level 1 teaching, okay. Go to bed and then get to learning. Oh buddy, why are you so sad, I wonder? I don't know why it's only like a couple of them that are this upset. I don't know what they've done that is so much worse than everything else. I guess just being down in the mines can be pretty depressing, right? Well, that's your life, you picked it. It definitely wasn't up to me. Do you see that? Over my left shoulder, holes in the wall. Yeah, annoying, right? Those are from Enderman, because obviously they pick up blocks, and they like to do that a lot over here, apparently. So I think I need to do something about that. I know there's like a data pack or something you can get to stop Enderman from griefing all the time. So I'm going to look into that. Obviously something off camera. I just want to let you guys know that's what I'm doing, because Enderman picking up blocks, it's just annoying, right? It doesn't make the game any more difficult. It's just frustrating and nothing else really. Anyway, I suppose now we can get started with the barracks. So we're actually going to be building them over here in one of these sections. I said last episode, I think it was, or maybe the episode before, I have these three spots here right at the very end of the ravine on the 3 levels. So the ground one here, the middle one, and the top one. And I've got something in mind for each of them. Obviously, one of them was the mine shaft. The other is going to be the barracks. And then I'll save what the last one is going to be for when we eventually do build it. But I'm thinking I'm going to do it up on the top level here. So basically just dig out an area, and you're going to be kind of like be able to see through into it, which I think is going to be pretty cool. But I'm picking the top area here because I think that's where the most mobs are going to be. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do now. I'll start work on that, and I think we're just going to do this in small progress updates because can't really time-lapse this sort of thing. I've done a little bit of work over here on the barracks. I haven't started the sleeping arrangements just yet, but I have actually finished the training room, which is what this is here behind the fence gate. So this is what is happening at the final point of the ravine. So we have the mines down there, what's going to go on the second level, and then over here at the top we have the training room. So villagers walking around at the top level here can look in on the guards smacking away at the armor stands, and it'll reassure their safety, knowing they're in good hands, because as we all know, if you can hit an armor stand, you're qualified to be a guard. So yeah, they can look in on that, plus the guards can actually walk directly through into here if they're looking to do some training, which I quite like. But obviously, to make it an actual valid structure, we do have to have a door, which is what this is, which currently leads nowhere. The sleeping arrangements are going to be over here. I'll have to hollow out an area, but got to make sure it's all interconnected and obviously one building. I don't want to block off certain parts, of course, otherwise we'll make certain parts invalid. But yeah, this is the training room. I don't really know whether it fits with everything else we're doing. I say we're doing a dwarven-inspired village here, but I'm probably not going to keep to that for everything. This kind of looks a little bit like a dojo room, if that's the correct thing. I could be wrong there. Kind of reminds me a little bit of that. So that's kind of straying away very far from the dwarven theme, but I think it looks cool either way. So yeah, got the training room over here, and now what I'm going to do is hollow out a very large area and do something else for where the barracks, or the guards, sorry, are actually going to sleep inside of the barracks. But before we do that, I figured I should actually spawn in the guards to be. So obviously the house we just built is a 6-person home. Only 1 space is occupied at the moment with the teacher. So we have 5 spaces left, which we can use to spawn in some children, as obviously, even though they're going to be guards, they have to live in a home first of all. So I'm going to go down and find wherever the house is and spawn these guys in. Not gonna lie, I feel very sorry for Farana, our teacher here. She's gonna have to deal with these poor kids throughout the day when they're in school, and she's also gonna have to live with them for 5 days straight. So sorry, but I don't have any other beds, so you're gonna have to put up with this. Okay, first children of the village. This is very exciting. Not gonna bother looking at their stats too much, but we got pretty much an even split of boy and girls, which is always very nice. So yeah, you now live here. Again, Farana, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Where exactly are you going, Conrad? Okay, I guess you want to live here now? Have you just decided to move in? Yep, okay. For some reason, Conrad here, Conrad Dalacalia, some of you will recognize that last name, has just decided to, I guess, switch with another villager. So, okay, maybe he was just done with the other children already. Remember earlier in the video when I said we were going to build the barracks in small progress updates? By that I meant 2. Halfway through and completely finished, which is what it is now. So apologies for that, I got a little bit carried away here. I tend to do that whenever I don't already have a build planned out in creative. I just kind of like to build and enjoy myself. So that's what I've been doing, and this is what we have. So yeah, I mean, it probably doesn't need that much explaining. I'll just kind of let you look around at everything. We have the maximum 10 beds, of course, which will turn to yellow once we place down our sign. Potentially doesn't look a whole lot like a barracks. Like, this doesn't look what you would think it would look like. Maybe... Ooh, scary thunder. That's the kind of stuff we need. We need scariness in here, but it's kind of like a very nice barracks with some flowers and some paintings and all this, which I don't think necessarily is a bad thing. I'm quite happy with how all of this looks. My goodness, there's a storm going on outside. A sign of things to come. I don't know what those things would be, but hopefully it's nothing bad. There is actually one final touch I would like to add to the barracks, and that is a village banner. So hopefully I remember how to do this. We're going to do it on camera here. So we start off with a light grey banner while the thunder goes in the background, oxide daisy in there, and the grey dye to get that flower pattern. Obviously this is in 1.12, we don't have a loom of course. Cactus green to get that little dot in the middle. Hopefully you guys can see this well enough. But then we want to just put this in the corner and have a cross going through all of it. And then we put this down or anywhere on the crafting bench, and we get the vine pattern, so it kind of makes that sort of like squiggly bit all the way around the outside. And then the last step is to put that in the center, surround it with grey dye, and there is our village banner. Not exactly the most complex things. I could have probably found a better one online somewhere and copied it, but I wanted to create my own, like I think I have done for the previous two. I can't honestly remember making those. But yeah, this is the village banner. Obviously lots of grey were underground, and just a little bit of green for all of the vines and the trees and everything we have around. So I think that captures the village pretty well. I'm sure many of you have probably been waiting for me to ask you this. Have you got any name suggestions for this village? I've already seen tons of good ones from the previous few episodes, but I haven't actually written them down anywhere, so if you've already given me a suggestion, just type out again. I am very much looking forward to reading your guys' suggestions for this one. Just do as many as you want, I really don't mind, the more the merrier, but I do just want to remind you that I obviously won't see the episodes for a couple of weeks once this video goes out, so just bear with me for a couple of episodes before I reveal what the name is actually going to be. So get those thinking caps on. I can't wait to see what you guys come up with. I do actually have 5 more banners that I can put somewhere else in the village. So I'm thinking the first 2 I'm going to place down are actually outside the village entrance here. However, this could be a little bit dangerous. There are mobs everywhere, so let's try and make this quick. We're going to have 2 either side, so we'll put 1 there and another there. I think that's a good spot. I may change it. I'll maybe have a play around when I'm not at risk of dying all the time. Please, let me fly. Come on. There we go. Excuse me, sir. You are not going to be a problem anymore at some point soon, I hope. Fingers crossed my guards will actually deal with that kind of issue. So yeah, I'm very much looking forward to when we are getting some, which should be soon, but I need to figure out where to put these other 3 banners, because I don't really know, honestly. I mean, I could put some over on the other side of the entrance, but that seems kind of silly putting it there. There's probably some good spots in the town hall, actually. What do you guys think looks better? This having 2 at the front, or this having 3 on each of the sides? I only have them on one side at the moment because I don't have enough banners, but we could have them lining the walls as we walk into the hall here, which I think could be really cool. And honestly, just stood here kind of imagining how that would look. I kind of want to go do it, so I'm going to harvest some ink sacs, and yeah, we'll make some more banners. Oh yeah, that looks cool. We also have 3 in the storage room over here, and then 2 more in our school/library, there and there. And I don't think I've actually shown you guys this in action, so here's the school, teacher teaching away with only 4 kids for some reason. Maybe one of them has grown up by now, I'm not too sure. And the library is getting some good use. I say that, there isn't a single villager up here. Okay, I can promise you they have been up here reading though. This is a cool view. I love this place. Very shortly, guys, we will be moving some of our guards into these barracks. I just gotta wait for the children to grow up fully first before we do that, but I want to do a very small and hopefully quick job before we do that. So you may notice this is not a fence. This is a fence gate, and this is in place. Hopefully the villagers don't decide to walk through this, otherwise it's not going to be as helpful for them as it is for me. But the reason it's here is so I can do that and fly off, and I don't have to break the fence every single time I want to exit a certain level of the ravine. So I'm thinking maybe on the main buildings that I visit, or just every now and again, I'm going to replace the fence with one of these here, just so I can get around a little bit easier. So very small task to do. Hopefully you can already see one of them's grown up there. By the time I'm finished, we should have some guards, well, villagers ready to be made into guards. There we go, hopefully that should make my life just a little bit easier. So now we're going to head into the town hall and buy some tokens, but I don't actually have enough emeralds for everything I want to buy. We've already ran out. I haven't done any trading yet in this village, so gonna have to do that sooner or later. Architect, from you I would like to buy, where is it? Somewhere right at the end here. 42 for the barracks, of course, we need that one, and we do have 5 children who I'm gonna make all into guards. Maybe not the smartest of decisions, but I'm going to do it anyway. They are going to be very important to us, so we can get 5 of those. I just got a notification about the TekTopia Patreon down there. You can get a cool hat if you do that. So, yeah, there's that. And the other thing I wanted to buy was some guard posts, and they're at a really, really cheap price of only 2 emeralds down here. So I'm going to get one and just kind of show you what my plan is for them and how I'm going to go about doing it. I want to get 2 more, but I need 3 more emeralds to do that, so we're gonna have to wait for the merchant to show up. First things first, we need to actually place down the barrack tokens, so there we go, and that hopefully should have made all of the beds yellow, ready to have some guards. We will do that very soon. They still haven't grown up, they're all children at the moment, but I just want to show you what my plan is for these guard posts. So, if you don't know, the guard post is basically allows you to designate a spot for a guard to stand. So you can pick certain more dangerous parts of your village and stick a guard there and he'll just patrol that area. So I've got 3 picked out here and this is how we're going to do it. So we want one here by the main entrance. Mobs tend to drop in here quite a lot. I would say this is possibly the most popular place they do that. So maybe it wouldn't even hurt to have 2 guards in this area, but I don't have enough guards for that, so we're just doing 1 for now, and we're just going to do something very simple. Upside down stone brick, chisel stone brick on top, and then we can have an item frame in the front, which then we can actually put the guard posts into. So we'll have them dotted around. I could almost do with something on top. Maybe I'll go find something to do that, but that, in my opinion, just looks a little bit better than putting it on the wall somewhere. Trapdoor on the top. That looks a teeny tiny bit better, I would say. So we've got the one over there by the entrance. We have another by this bridge because they often drop down onto here. It's pretty easy for them to do that. And another one down here on this bridge for the same reason. So I'll get those guard posts in place when the merchant does eventually make a visit into town so I can buy some stuff from him, or sell, I should say. But as you can see, we've got a lot of nitwits running around the place. So I'm going to hand out these guard tokens and we can finally, finally have some protection in this village. Man, you guys are lazy. I've only just hired you and you're already sleeping on the job and sitting down. Oh, here comes another one. I'm sure to sleep his hours away. You're on the clock, buddy. Get to work. No, it's daytime at the moment, so they often spend a lot of their time sleeping and they do the work at nighttime. So yeah, this is awesome. They're moved into the barracks. Awesome, awesome stuff, and very excited to see them using the armor stands over here. I'll try and get this on camera or something, just because I think it's going to be really... Please tell me you're going to actually hit it. That would be perfect. Then I don't have to wait around. I appreciate the salute, but can you hit it? No? being tricky. Okay. My point was, I think it's going to look really cool seeing them swinging their swords through this little gap. Well, this is quite a sight to behold. Merchant is bouncing away up here, and my guard is also outside for some reason. Probably something to do with where the actual guard post is positioned, so I may have to move that, but... Dude, need you to hold still because I want to do some trading. I think those 3 are switching over for the night shift. Whoever that is off to bed, and these guys are ready to man the stations and protect the village from all the mobs. We actually already had 1 encounter so far, which was dealt with very smoothly, I must say. So yeah, very glad to have you guys in. We definitely need to get a blacksmith though, because you guys are very under-equipped at the moment. Which is going to have to wait until next episode because I am all out of time for today, but look at this. He's at it again. I think this is why my merchant doesn't show up some days. He's just busy jumping on the outskirts of the ravine, so that's a thing. But anyway, let's head into the barracks and end off the episode there for today. Haven't unfortunately seen any of the guards using the armor stands just yet. Hopefully I'll be able to get a screenshot for the thumbnail, or I'll just show you it in another episode. It's not like it's going anywhere, but who we got in here? All 4 of you. What are you doing? You're meant to be the watchers of the ravine. You're not watching it very well. So there's obviously, yeah, okay, there's 2 guards out there now. That's fine. They're doing a good job. Very glad to have you guys here. So, guys, thank you so much for watching this episode. I really hope you did enjoy it and that you're looking forward to the next one. Appreciate you watching as always, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now. Nearly punched this guy in the face. That would have been bad.